Good morning, everybody. So today I want to show you guys a prosperity charm. And this is one of my more requested videos, is to do with my stick ornaments, the things I do with sticks, how I get them from a stick to looking the way I do. So let me talk over a few points first. So to get a stick from looking like a regular normal stick to something like this, you're going to need a few things, okay? First being, you're going to need some patience, because this takes a lot of patience. What you're going to do is get you some type of sharp tool, okay? Something with a point on it, a knife, anything like that, and start peeling away the outer bark. You want to do this by hand and not take a knife and carve it, because then you can chip the actual piece of wood. Okay, so this is the outer bark here. This is usually what it looks like. Sometimes when the stick is dried, it will just peel right off, and it comes off really easily. And then at that point, you're going to want to sand it. And everywhere that the branches are, I take an opportunity I will cut those off flush with the piece of wood, as flush as I can get it, and use some type of Dremel tool, or this right here is a nail file buffer thing that I used. And you just, get everything away. So you sand it really, really good. You sand it until it's at the point that you like it. So these two pieces of wood are the same type of wood, right? And they don't look like it at all. They're both from the maple tree. And the only difference is I put stain on this one. So after you sand it and wipe it down and get it the way you want it to look, then you can come in and you can stain it. Now, this is where your world opens up to color, because you can literally stain your piece of wood any shade or color that you'd like. They have colored stains. They have from darkest dark to really light. So this is a light stain. This is obviously a really dark stain. This is a medium stain. So depending on the opacity that you like, and the color. And you can also put a layer of polyurethane on to seal. If it's going to hang outside, I would recommend that you put polyurethane on it. And then at that point, you have a blank canvas. And so you will need eye hooks. These, you can get the jewelry type, which are really teeny tiny. And I use these on most, I use this type on most of my projects. If the project is bigger though, I will use this type of eye hook. And you can get this type of eye hook in picture hanging kits such as this. You can get these at the dollar store. You can get them basically anywhere. But you just need the kits with the eye hooks in them. And every picture kit will come with these eye hooks in them. So find that. And then you want to find, okay, once you get that all sorted, then you're going to need some chain, beads, and any other little things that you want to hang from this. My favorites are chain and, obviously making my own little beaded things. That's what I like to do. So this one here, so you want to take your eye hooks, put them in the top, and then however many, this from the bottom is where you'll hang your chains. So however many you want, bigger ones, like this, you can put the orientation of the hooks anywhere that you'd like. And so once you get all that done, you're going to need some pins like this, either like that or the plain ones like this. And so then you make your little things. So the beads I got out here, I'm going to go with a turquoise / blue. No, I'm going to do blue theme this morning. So I'm going to take my little pin, and I'm using these light blue beads with like almost like an oil slick on them. It looks like almost like an oil slick. That's the best way I can describe it. And then you just want to build a little piece. Build you a little pretty thing. So I like to use, so I'll show you. What I get. This is what I'm going to do. So that's what this is going to look like. And then you just, use your little pliers. So these are my favorite crafts to make. They are the prettiest. I get the most compliments on them. It's what sells the most, because I do sell my art. I am an artist. I do have to live. I do have to eat. I do have children to support. So, these are the things that sell the most consistently. People love a bit of whimsy, and I am here for it. I am here to bring you all of the whimsy, okay? That's how I like to think of my life. If I could pick one word to describe my life, it's whimsical. So after you get that on, then you want to assemble your piece. And this part is all personal preference, okay? It's all personal preference for this part. You can do different designs, you can do different color schemes, you can do different centerpieces. So let me show you a couple examples of what I'm talking about. So this is the first example of one that I've made. I picked a blue and silver color scheme. I made this right here with wire and a piece of quartz. These are filled with selenite pieces, just chunks of selenite. And this wood right here is one that I like to work with a lot. As you can see in my stick stash, I've got a lot of the vine type woods because I just love their shape. It's my favorite. This one here, I put gold enamel paint on. So it's really endless, the ways that you can decorate these. So that's one way. Another way that I've decorated a stick ornament is I've made a besom. So this is a ritual space energy clearing broom. In the top here, it's got quartz and raw moonstone, and it's got some charms on it. But yeah, this is a besom. I had this piece of wood right here that I found, and I was just enamored with the shape. And see, as you can see all over it, I put resin. I actually coated it with resin to keep the stones in there. So they're all set in there with resin. So there's some crystal points, a couple crystal points, and the raw moonstone. That's one of my favorites. I love to just hang this, and then when I go to do ceremony and clear a space, I use this. I have it on this little ribbon, and I just keep it hung up. Another way you can use these that I decorate, this is the one that I decorated up here. This is the first one that I did this way. It's more of a natural natural element, but I did it natural elements because of the Hobbit door that I had and the little steampunk acorns. So I really like this one. Yeah. And then another one that I did that is actually a lot different than all of them is this guy right here. So as you can see, I put chains in between the chains, and this one is kitchen themed. So it's got tiny spoons, it's got tiny plates, it's got tiny little teapots. So you can see this one's a kitchen theme. It's got tiny cups. That one's actually my favorite one that I made. And so that one just hangs in the kitchen window. And yeah, there's ones like this. This one's not on a stick, but I'm just showing you different bead things together, different placements. So that is how I do my ornaments. Let me put together this little tiny one that I showed you, and I'll be back. All right, so for this one, we're going to make a tiny prosperity witch bottle. You're going to need some type of little vessel. These are just little things that I bought off of Amazon. I've got a selenite gypsum rose in here. So got a little rose in there. I'm not going to use that for this, but I'm going to use these little tiger's eye beads for this part. And so I'm just going to fill this up a little bit with some tiger's eye, just a tad, small little bit. I'm going to use some basil from the garden, some dried basil. Put that in there. Actually, let's just do one leaf of basil. Some dried rosemary. I need something to press this down a little bit. Dried rosemary. A couple pieces of sandalwood. This is just like the little wood shavings. So put that in there. And then we're going to, I have these little pieces of fake money from Michael's. They're just really super tiny, like little teeny tiny monies. I like to use these for my prosperity spell jars. So I just put in a few coins. Obviously to represent money. And then let me grab one more thing. I've got these citrine stones. These are also little beads. These are the type of beads that you can buy at Joanne, or not Joanne's, Michael's as well. Like they have the little, they're like in a box and they have like a bunch of different little stones. These are good for, I buy these and use them specifically for these tiny spell jars. So yeah. And then I just fill the rest with that. And then you take your thing, and then I'm going to have to glue that down in there so it doesn't come out. And then I'll use another little eye pin to screw into the top of this. And of course you can tie little things around this or put little chain around the base or the neck of it to make it a little bit more decorative. You can just do whatever you want to it. And then you assemble. So let me assemble all this. I've got all my pieces, and now let me assemble, and I will show you guys the end result. And this is the end result. Not my favorite that I've made, but still very cute. I think what I'm going to do is make this chain, I'm going to move it so it sits, so that, you know, this part is sitting over here, so it sits more center. But other than that, I think it's so adorable. It's just a cute little money prosperity charm you can hang up in the window or wherever you want. The possibilities for this craft right here is endless. You literally can make them look however you want. So if you do create your own, I would love for you to tag me on Instagram at the Hallow Grove Apothecaries. You can tag me and let me see, or tag me under stick ornaments, home charms. Jaxie, can you not walk right in front of that, please? Thank you. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.